Right now, construction is set to start tomorrow for a popular route into the Isthmus. An update on the project ahead. Also, the Packers travel to Pittsburgh to keep their winning ways alive. Andrew joins us with highlights from today's game. And the push for a new engineering building on UW-Madison's campus continues. Hear from the University of Wisconsin's president on the latest push. That's all coming up right now at 5:30. Good evening and thanks for joining us tonight. I'm Jalen Banks. 2 people are dead after a head-on crash near Watertown last night. Watertown Police Department reported the crash happened just before 7 p.m. on the southbound lane of the Highway 26 bypass north of Highway 19. The driver of one of the vehicles was headed the wrong way when they hit another vehicle carrying 3 people head-on. Both drivers died on the scene. The other 2 people in the vehicle were taken to the hospital, but the details of their condition are currently unknown. Police say the cause of the crash is still under investigation. One person is in custody after allegedly driving onto the tarmac at the La Crosse Regional Airport Saturday. Just after 3 in the afternoon, the La Crosse Police Department received a call of a person driving through a locked gate and boarding a private plane as well. Staff on the plane were still on board when the person got on. Upon arrival, law enforcement and airport staff blocked the aircraft from being able to take off. Officers then took the person into custody. Following the incident, La Crosse Regional Airport Director Ian Turner released a statement saying, quote, staff responded as they have been trained to handle disturbances that could occur on site and were able to maintain the safety procedures for passengers and visitors to the airport. Flights are continuing as scheduled. One of the main routes into the Isthmus will get a little more complicated starting tomorrow, and construction on part of John Nolan Drive may mean the trip downtown will take a little longer. Our Braden Ross joins us now with an update on what to expect and the plans for an even bigger project in the future. Braden?
Yeah, that's right. Starting tomorrow, John Nolan Drive will be down to 1 lane in both directions under the Monona Terrace. That means you should expect some backups coming in and out of the Isthmus. The good news, though, other construction in the area is wrapping up. Broome and Wilson Streets are now back open. The latest project is focused on fixing plumbing and infrastructure under the Monona Terrace and is only expected to last until mid-December. But it's not the only project in John Nolan Drive's future. In just a few years, the road will be getting a complete makeover.
The condition of the bridges on the causeway are getting to the end of their life. We're pretty confident that reconstruction, which would be on John Nolan from Broome down through the causeway, will start in 2025.
Now, the main goals of that project: increase safety and efficiency for everyone who uses the road and increase access to the lakefront, which is also getting its own makeover in the future. Now, construction on the John Nolan Drive reconstruction project is scheduled to start in 2025 and run for around 2 years.
All right, Braden, thank you. Let's get a look at your certified most accurate forecast with Gary Canolti. Gary, how does it feel out there?
Right now, not too bad. There's not much of a breeze. Temperatures are actually a little milder than normal, and that mild trend will continue for much of the upcoming week. Let's start out by taking a look at the visible cloud track. Now, we had some clouds this morning that were slow to get out, at least in the Madison area. Much of the rest of southern Wisconsin had bright sunshine, but you can see skies really cleared out nicely as we headed towards sunset. Doppler track shows a few showers up in the northern portion of the state. Those have moved into Michigan. A few snow flurries up into upper Michigan, but right now everything's going to stay to the north of us, at least for the next few days. Low temperatures this morning, pretty mild. Here in Madison, we dropped to 41 degrees. Most areas were in the upper 30s to the lower 40s, and high temperatures today topped out in the middle 50s. Madison hit 55, 57 in Janesville, and 57 in the Dells. Right now, temperatures are still in the 50s, 53 right now in Madison, a few 40s to the north and east of Dane County, but here in Dane County, it's 54 in Cross Plains, 53 in Oregon, and 53 in McFarland. Look for skies to be mostly clear this evening. Temperatures dropping off only into the upper 40s by 10 p.m. Later on, I'll take a look at a forecast that does include high temperatures, perhaps around 60 by Wednesday and Thursday.
Well, the Packers weren't able to enjoy the beautiful weather we had here in Wisconsin because they traveled to the Steel City trying to stack up back-to-back wins. Our Andrew Banster is in the studio with more.
Yeah, Jalen, I've got good news and I've got bad news. Let's start with the good news. We needed to see some sort of fight out of this Packers team, and we saw that today. The ability to put yourself in a position to beat good teams. That happened today, but as far as wins and losses, well, that's a different story. The Packers drove the distance of the field, and with 3 seconds left, a chance to walk off with a win. Love firing for the end zone, and it's intercepted by DeMonte KZ. These Packers get a gut-wrencher of a loss on the road by a final score of 23-19. Jordan Love, though, really made some strides in this game, made some clutch throws down the stretch, but ultimately, it just was not enough. Coming up in sports, we'll take a much deeper dive into this game and find out where do the 3-6 Packers go from here.
All right, Andrew, we'll see you then. A new building for the University of Wisconsin-Madison's College of Engineering remains a high priority for the institution and the state business leaders. University leaders have been pushing for a new facility to replace the aging, space-constrained engineering hall, arguing a larger building is needed to address the state's workforce needs. This month, the university and leaders of several Wisconsin's largest employers began a multi-platform campaign to pressure lawmakers to support the project. Universities of Wisconsin President Jay Rothman argues the project is a no-brainer.
We want to continue to evolve our DE&I efforts around student success. You know, recruiting, retaining, and graduating students, but looking at diversity much more broadly.
Democratic lawmakers had pushed for the state to contribute $197 million for the engineering building project to be matched with $150 million in funding the university would raise. Republicans on the state's powerful budget writing committee, however, excluded the request from the list of the building projects as it advanced part of the budget process. Congress has until Friday to pass a spending plan and avert a government shutdown. House Republicans are working on a two-part plan, but it's not a long-term solution, and it faces an uphill battle among some right-wing Republicans and possibly Democrats. Jen Sullivan breaks down the proposed plans and what it will take to avoid another government shutdown.
Time is running out for Congress to pass a funding bill and avoid a government shutdown.
Nobody wants a government shutdown.
Lawmakers have until midnight Friday before many government operations will be forced to halt. A plan must first pass the House and then the Senate. But newly elected House Speaker Mike Johnson hasn't even set a date for a possible vote on a spending deal in the House.
I'm not exactly sure how he's going to play this, but he's not off to a great start.
On Saturday, Speaker Johnson announced a plan on a GOP conference call. It's split into two parts. The first bill would extend funding until January 19th and would include money for military, Veterans Affairs, transportation, housing, and the Energy Department. The second part of the bill would extend funding until February 2nd and include money for the rest of the government. But it lacks deep spending cuts many right-wing House members pushed for.
We got $1.7 trillion deficit this year, and where, under any circumstances, can they come to bring themselves to have an offset?
Neither bill, though, includes additional aid for Israel or Ukraine, something many lawmakers want to see.
I want to see that get done as expeditiously as possible. I also support aid to Ukraine.
If the government shuts down, millions of federal employees won't get paid.
The impact across the country could be significant. Not all services would be continued to be provided, so all of those could have a bad ripple effect.
I'm Jen Sullivan reporting.
The last time there was a government shutdown was December 22nd of 2018, lasting 35 days. And still ahead at 5:30, a couple of recall alerts to be on the lookout for. That information and more coming up on News 3 Now.
At US Cellular, anyone can get any phone free. So give yourself a free phone.
She's here.
Then give yourself the gift of not checking it. The gift of connection at US Cellular. New and current customers get any phone free.
Pick and Save gives you so many ways to save, on top of our lower than low prices. Enjoy over $500 in savings every week with digital coupons. Earn fuel points to save up to $1 per gallon. And with a Boost membership, you'll save even more with double fuel points and free delivery. Plus, our weekly sales will keep your budget merry and bright. So get rewarded and save. Pick and Save, fresh for everyone.
This is Kathy. She's about to see her dentist. She's afraid. Not because of the drill, but because of the bill. A big bill. But Kathy doesn't need to be afraid, and neither do you, thanks to affordable dental insurance from Physicians Mutual Insurance Company. It's easy to get this coverage. Don't believe me? Call or go online for all the details. You could even have this free information kit. This isn't a discount plan or preventive-only coverage. This is real dental insurance. It helps pay for over 400 procedures. That's a lot. I'm talking cleanings, fillings, crowns, bridges, root canals, even dentures. Bottom line, you'll have help paying for routine care and expensive major work. But if you want deductibles, forget it. There aren't any. No annual maximum either. Plus, you can see any dentist you want. Stop fearing the big bill. Start saving at the dentist. Call now or go to sendinfokit.com.
Physicians Mutual, Physicians Mutual.
You're watching News 3 Now at 5:30.
All right, welcome back, everyone. We have a couple of recall alerts for you to be aware of. Before you tuck your child into bed tonight, you might want to listen up. Thousands of children's nightgowns have been recalled due to a burn hazard. The recall affects more than 13,000 nightgowns that were sold by iMoon ZZZ. They were sold exclusively on Amazon from this past March through June. According to the Consumer Product Safety Commission, the nightgown fails to meet flammability standards for children's sleepwear. They were sold in various colors and in several sizes. Thankfully, no injuries have been reported, but you should stop using them and contact the company for a refund. IKEA is recalling more of its mirrors over falling concerns. The recall of the Letton flat mirrors has now expanded to include more than 14,000 units. The company originally recalled more than 22,000 of the mirrors back in March. IKEA says the plastic fittings that attach to the mirror to the wall can break, causing the mirror to fall and posing a laceration hazard to consumers. They were sold at IKEA stores nationwide and online from December 2019 through this past June. The company says it has received 10 reports about the mirror. That's in addition to the 55 reports under the previous recall. Thankfully, no injuries have been reported. Coming up next at 5:30, Gary is back with another check of your First One forecast when we return.
Start your new day with the News 3 Now This Morning team, bringing you local breaking news, exploring all that makes our area special, and letting you know what to expect when you head out the door. News 3 Now This Morning, weekdays from 4:30 to 7.
If you've been injured, you need a trusted team to get you the results you deserve. Call Gruber Law Offices today. Proud partner of your Milwaukee Bucks. One call, that's all.
This is Rhonda. She's a soul line dance instructor. And this is Rhonda's Good Feet story.
I love dancing, but I had foot pain and hated the fact that I had to sit out a couple dances. But since visiting the Good Feet store and wearing the arch supports, I definitely have not felt the pain. I am able to dance longer, feel happier. My energy levels have increased. Once that energy gets into you and you're feeling good, double spins.
Get back out there with arch supports from the Good Feet store.
Solid core composite frame, triple pane windows.
Solid core composite frame, triple pane windows. Solid core composite frame, triple pane windows.
From Scott the Window Guy at AHT Wisconsin Window.
I'm Scott the Window Guy from AHT Wisconsin Windows. Our solid core composite frame triple pane window is the most energy efficient window made for Wisconsin, no matter what the season. Get triple pane for the price of double at scottthewindowguy.com.
Progress means producing renewable fuels for trucks on the road today. We're partnering with farmers to develop these fuels using everything from plant byproducts to cow manure. And then using those fuels to help lower the life cycle carbon intensity of the transportation industry. Driving the world forward today while forging new roads to the future. That's energy in progress.
We've successfully represented people injured in truck accidents for more than 35 years. We know what it takes to get the results you deserve. Gruber Law Offices. One call, that's all.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
After a week full of festivities, the Black Arts Matters Festival officially wrapped up today. In its 4th year, BAM continues to reflect the many layers of the Black Arts movement, including music, spoken word, visual art, stand-up comedy, a vendor's market, as well as a poetry slam with top performers from all over the U.S. It was founded in 2019 by the University of Wisconsin-Madison alumna, actor, artist, and award-winning poet Shash Pure Irvin. Tonight at 10, hear from organizers on why this week-long event is so important and makes an impact to audiences of all ages. The 34th annual Winter Art Fair Off the Square was held in the beautiful exhibition hall of the Monona Terrace and Convention Center in downtown this weekend. It is one of 2 juried fairs that is sponsored and produced by the Wisconsin Alliance of Artists and Craftspeople. It's a non-profit tax-exempt corporation formed by the artists themselves to educate the people about art, also to create and promote interaction between the artists and the general public. Early on the chilly Madison's Sunday morning, Madison Marathon began and ended on the Capitol Square. Athletes ran the 10K full and half marathon, which was professionally timed. Not only did they get their hearts pumping and conquer the cold, but they were able to support local charities. The runners were able to travel through some of Madison's most iconic areas while sporting some pretty awesome shirts.
I was pretty excited and pretty relieved to finally be done. I don't know, I was just like kind of excited and stoked. It was a beautiful day, and it's really exciting to finish a marathon and be proud of yourself.
Participants were given swag bags filled with lots of goodies. Free race photos, compliments of SSM Health, and to commemorate a job well done, they received an awesome finisher medal, a post-race meal, fresh fruit from the RE Garden produce, and 1 complimentary Michelob beer for those 21 years and up, of course. Let's get a look at your certified most accurate forecast with Gary Canolti.
Boy, Jalen, I love watching marathoners because I have no skill along those lines. But it was a nice day. Actually, you know, temperatures were cool. It wasn't raining or anything, so actually not a bad day for the Madison Marathon. Tomorrow will be sunny and mild, and 3 things you need to know. Temperatures will be in the middle 50s, and those mild temperatures will continue through the entire week and into next weekend as well. Look for above normal temperatures that entire time with highs around 60 still, looking for Wednesday and Thursday. And then the dry weather will continue through next weekend. Just an outside chance for a shower Thursday night into early Friday morning. Right now, that seems about maybe a 20% chance at best. Better chances for rain will probably hold off until the early part of next week. And take a look at the high temperatures. Average high temperature goes from 46 to 42. We're going to be well above normal through Thursday. And even as temperatures drop back to around 50 for Friday into the weekend, still, that's about 5 degrees above average. And then as those temperatures slowly fall to around 43 by Wednesday, that's still right at the average high of 42 degrees. There are signs that on Thanksgiving Day, Thursday, that would be just beyond the 10-day forecast, temperatures will drop into the 30s. But right now, it looks like it'll stay dry. And out into the future, the 8 to 14-day temperature outlook from the Climate Prediction Center shows the warmest air shifting to the east, the colder air starting to develop in the west. That might set up a more active storm track, especially as we head into the early part of next week. So above normal precipitation is expected through much of the country, especially through the plains and the Midwest down into the Gulf Coast region. But tonight there have been a few light rain showers and a few snow flurries up in far northern portions of Michigan. That's been about it, and we're not looking for much in the way of precipitation. In fact, you look at that rain that we're looking at for early next week, probably a quarter to a half inch of rain at best, maybe a little bit more to the north and west. And some of this could be in the form of snow, especially through the Dakotas into Minnesota as we start seeing our temperatures cool down. Right now, our upper level winds pretty much in a west to east pattern, a little more northwesterly flow, but notice to the southwest, boom. Here come those winds out of the southwest. So as that whole weather pattern starts shifting eastward, our temperatures will start to warm up as we head into the middle part of the week. And so right now, we've got a weak cold front to the west that's coming through. All it's going to do is shift the winds. Just looking for temperatures still to be in the upper 30s for tonight. But notice how skies clear out, and we're looking at a pretty nice day for tomorrow and much of at least the first part of the week. Plan your night beginning at 9 p.m. Clear skies, temperatures still in the upper 40s. By midnight, we drop into the middle 40s and look for temperatures to be around 40 degrees by 3 a.m. Some 30s starting to show up out to the west. And by 6:30 a.m., down to about 38 in Madison, 36 in Lone Rock, and 39 in the Dells. Plenty your night across Dane County, low of 39 in Verona, 39 in Windsor, and 39 degrees in Waterloo with mostly clear skies. Across the rest of southern Wisconsin, Janesville's low should hit 38, Lone Rock 36, 37 for the low in Camp Douglas. Tomorrow, mostly sunny, mild, high temperature at 56. If you like that forecast, first warn 7 to 10 day forecast looks really nice. Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. All of those days should be dry, high temperatures around 60 by Wednesday and Thursday. Now, we could see a shower late Thursday night into early Friday morning. At this point, like I say, probably about a 20% chance of rain. The better chances of rain will be early next week with highs in the mid to upper 40s Monday and Tuesday. There could even be a few flurries of snow mixed in Monday night into early Tuesday morning. Like I say, Thanksgiving Day right beyond the 10-day forecast. Probably looking for highs in the 30s, but right now it looks like it'll be dry.
I mean, the fact that we've got some temps into the 60s when just a few weeks back it was well into the 20s is, there's no complaints for me.
But then we also had temperatures that were close to 80 right before that. So, you know, this time of year you see those temperatures fluctuate up and down quite a bit.
For sure. All right, well, sounds good. Thank you, Gary. And still to come, Andrew's back with full highlights from the Packers' day in Pittsburgh. That's next in sports.
For 46 years straight, more of you have trusted Ford F-Series trucks to help save the day, stretch the weekend, haul, or tow just about anything, anywhere. That's because they're built Ford tough. And it's why Ford F-Series are America's best-selling trucks 46 years straight. And for that, we thank you. Now lease a built Ford Tough F-150 STX for $399 a month for 36 months. Only at your local Ford dealer.
At Informed Choice Insurance Agency, we're proud of our 5-star reviews.
My agent Matthew explained everything about Medicare and the needed supplemental insurance. He took the time to show me several different plans and the plus and minuses of each policy.
Andrea was amazing, from her knowledge to her presentation to her skills in navigating complicated and intimidating waters. I cannot emphasize enough how much she helped me and my family.
Need help with your Medicare or Marketplace health plans? Get 5-star service at Informed Choice Insurance Agency.
We've been cooking up this kitchen design for a while.
So it's going to be perfect.
Okay, that pattern works.
Wow, this whole look works.
And at a price that really works.
I think our work here is done.
At Floor & Decor, our helpful associates and free design services add to your experience, not your expenses. And with an unmatched selection of high-quality products, all at everyday low prices, creating the kitchen to match your taste has never been easier. Discover Floor & Decor today.
And here's your weather for this holiday weekend.
Holiday weekend?
There's a high-pressure system coming from the north.
I haven't even done any shopping yet, though. What am I going to do?
Hey, buddy. Make it easy on yourself.
Holiday scratch games from the Wisconsin Lottery are here, with prices ranging from $1 to $20 and top prizes up to $100,000. With so many games to choose from, it's easy to find gifts for everyone at your local lottery retailer.
How do you like that?
Following the path to UW's new image, Thursday at 10.
The Packers and the Steelers have a whole lot of history. Who could forget the Super Bowl in 2011? Obviously a Green Bay win, but Green Bay hasn't won at Pittsburgh since 1970. Jordan Love and the Packers were trying to change that today in the Steel City. Midway through the first quarter, Packers with a chance to tie the game at 7 apiece. Love looks, fires into the corner of the end zone. Touchdown. It's Romeo Doubs who hauls it in, and the Packers offense today, they came to play. And then later, 4 minutes to go in the second quarter. 3rd and 16, Love with plenty of time. He fires a rocket where only Jaden Reed can get it. It's a touchdown. How special has that rookie been? Green Bay, though, would miss the extra point, which proved costly because with 3 seconds left in the game, instead of tying it with a field goal, the Pack's only chance was a shot at the end zone. Love looking deep, heaves it, and he's picked off by DeMonte KZ. That would seal the deal. The Packers drop a heartbreaker in Pittsburgh. 23-19 is your final score. Love tossed a pair of interceptions, but really, in my opinion, played one of his most complete games as a Packer. Here's Matt LaFleur on the loss.
I thought there was a lot of things that we did well in all 3 phases, and then there's some things that were just really killer. A couple plays here and there. We challenged our team to go out there and compete for 4 quarters, and I felt from the opening kickoff to the final whistle, we did that, and I'm confident if we continue with this that we will end up on the other side of this.
And early this morning, you got to see this. Jonathan Taylor and the Colts traveled to Germany and beat the Patriots. In the win, JT found the end zone for the 2nd straight week. Let's listen to how it sounded in Frankfurt.
Heute die 3 drauf. So, sie spielen ihn aus. Und Taylor läuft ihn rein. Der erste Touchdown. 6-3 für die Colts.
How about that? Northwestern entered Camp Randall yesterday on a 14-game road losing streak. They'd pretty much snapped that by halftime, though, when they led the Badgers 24-3. Offense, defense, special teams, no one had it going. And in a situation like that, it's really easy to blame the coaching, but that's not what Hunter Wohler's all about. The junior safety from Muskego did not mince words yesterday. He says yesterday's loss is 100% on the players.
We just have to play better. I mean, we come out soft, we come out flat, we have zero energy on either side of the ball, and we get whooped around the field. Nothing that the coaches could have done differently tonight that would have made us win that game. 100% it's on the players. I mean, we're not good enough right now, and we have to find a way to get that right.
And in other news, this just came out in the last hour or so. We'll talk about it much more at 10. But Whitewater, who did not win the WIAC this year, finally found out their postseason fate. They'll be hosting Bethel next weekend in the first round of the Division III football tournament. So, fun times.
I mean, Whitewater, as we all know, they can always go on a run. But as for the Badgers, some of the players yesterday, they had talked about this isn't what I've seen growing up, and this is what I came here to do, was to continue that tradition of good football. And I'd imagine that it's frustrating, but they're still at 500. A lot of programs
struggle to get there.
Yeah, they'd be happy, but it just speaks to the legacy and the tradition at UW.
Kind of compounding that the Packers lost today as well for those Wisconsin fans. But you know what? There's always next week.
All right, well, sounds good. Thank you, Andrew. We'll be back with more after this.
Over the years, the attorneys at Habish, & Rotier have handled numerous cases involving the design and relative safety of child car seats. Because of this litigation, manufacturers have been forced to make these seats safer. We helped change the industry, and our most precious cargo can now travel more safely. The skill expended to achieve this result is the opposite of one phone call and a quick settlement. Habish, & Rotier, national reputation, hometown service.
Imagine a world with no drama.
I haven't signed Jody's card yet.
At 4imprint, finding the promotional products you need to create a memorable moment is an easy mission. Our expert team will take care of every detail to make your success a certainty. Take the drama out of ordering promotional products at 4imprint.com.
4imprint, for certain.
There's a reason big dental bills often come as a shock, because sometimes you don't realize what's not covered until you get the bill. That's why affordable dental insurance from Physicians Mutual is important. It can give you benefits that go beyond what you get from more limited coverage plans. Because no one likes a big dental bill, especially if you're retired or on a fixed income. For a free information kit, call or go online now. This isn't some discount plan or preventive-only coverage. This is real dental insurance that helps cover over 350 procedures, like cleanings, fillings, crowns, bridges, root canals, even dentures, at any dentist you want. Dental insurance from Physicians Mutual Insurance Company helps cover preventive care, basic work, and major procedures, with no deductibles and no annual maximum. For your free information kit with all the details, call now or visit sendinfokit.com.
Physicians Mutual, Physicians Mutual.
Well, Gary, we started the newscast with some good news as far as weather. What else can they expect?
Looks pretty quiet out there right now. Clear skies. There's a live view from the Edgewater Skycam. High temperatures today made it into the mid-50s and expect very similar temperatures tomorrow. Right now, we're still in lower 50s, 51 in Madison, 50 in Janesville. And these temperatures will stay mild through late evening.
All right. Well, sounds good. And thank you all for joining us. We'll see you back here at 10.